Hello everybody and welcome to today's class. We are using 2 yoga blocks for today's class. If you have that, great. If you don't worry about it. You will be perfectly fine without. Go ahead and come up to your mat, finding your Pilates stance, arms down by the sides. Grow tall through the crown of the head as you anchor the heels down into the mat. Footwork toes. Inhale as you bend into the knees and exhale as you pull inner thigh to inner thigh, stand up tall. Inhale, a little lower. Exhale, pull into the center line and lift. Bend to straighten, just like you're sliding down the wall behind you, rib cage right over the hips, shoulders over the hips, head right on the top of your spine, obviously. 5 more, we'll lower, 2, lift. And 4, 3. As you exhale, scoop the low abs, pull up and into. And 1 more. Footwork arches, feet in parallel, everything together, same little bend. Push down to lift up, little bend. Pull into the center line and lift, little bend. Pull everything from the inside edges of the feet all the way to the upper inner thigh together, little lower and lift. Open through the collarbone. Ribs really pulling in. I'm a little bit of a rib popper, so that one's really for me. We're here 5 and lift for 4, 3, 2, pull into the center line, lift. Last time. And we're up, footwork heels. Separate the feet, hips distance. It's that same little bend and straighten, little bend. And lift. Let the kneecaps track directly forward towards the edge of your mat. Lower and lift. And you'll only go as far as you can keep the shoulders right over the hips, as if you were laying down on the ground. This is supposed to replicate footwork on the reformer. So if you've ever been on a reformer, this is kind of what it is. If you haven't, this is footwork on a reformer for 2. And 1 more time, down and up, tendon stretch. Find your Pilates stance, zip up through the center line, lift up onto the toes. Lift, 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 lower, lower, lower. Lift, lift, lift to lower, lower, lower. As you lift, you scoop the low abs, lift the crown of the head to the ceiling, and lower to press the heels down. We'll practice this again at the end of class. This is my personal favorite way to end a class, up and standing. And lift, lift, lift to lower, lower, lower. Pull the heels away from the ground as if they had just been connected with Gorilla Glue. Lift, lift, lift. Lower, lower, lower. Here's 2 more. Pull through the inner thighs. 1 more time. Lift and lower. Find your way to the top edge of your mat. Pilates stance, make a box with the arms, your favorite arm on top. Right foot picks up to cross behind the left. You stand up taller, wrapping the inner thighs. Bend the knees as you lower all the way down onto the mat. Uncross the ankles, scoot the hips to the center of your mat, and lay all the way down. Ribcage curl, lift the arms, fingertips over the armpits, lift the head, lift the chest, eyes at the top of the knees, and roll all the way back down. Inhale to lengthen at the back of the neck, dip chin to chest, use the upper abs to help bring you up. And you're right back down, 2 more like that. Lengthen to lift up. Can you come up a little higher and bring it all the way back down? 1 more time. Lift to come up. And you're all the way back down the roll up. Slide the legs out to straight. Lift the head, lift the chest. Pull through the upper abs to come up, up, up into that lifted C curve. And curl the pelvis under. Draw the low abs in to bring it down onto the mat. Arms reach back to return up. Lift the head, lift the chest. Press through the back of the heels to curl up and over, rounding up and over the legs to come all the way back down. 2 more. We reach it back to lift up, lift the head, lift the chest, peel the spine off of the mat like you're peeling a piece of painter's tape off the wall. Curl to roll all the way down. Smooth, even articulation. Arms back to come up. You lift the head, lift the chest like I'm pulling on your fingertips. You're peeling off of the mat just like magic. Round and reach. Bring it all the way back down onto the mat, the 100. Lower the arms down by your sides. Find your Pilates stance. Curl up, chin to chest, eyes on toes. Float the legs up to your working level and begin to pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale into the upper and lower lobes of the lungs. Press all of that air out. We're here for 5. And exhale. 4 more deep breaths. And exhale. Empty out the lungs for 3. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 2. One more time. In and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees, lower the head, reach and pull. Lift the arms up, fingertips over the armpits. Press the hands down outside of the hips, reaching out even longer to return it up. Press down. Reach out long to lift. And press, pulling the knees in close to the body, heels heavy on the hips. One more time. We're down. To lift up circles, reach out to the sides of the room, pull hands into the hips and lift. One circle right into the next. Drawing the ribs in and down to stay heavy on the mat. One more. To reverse, press the hands down, reach out and around to lift up. Press down, around, and lift. Moving the arms from the back, softening the neck. Relaxing your face, unclenching your jaw. Here's 2 more circles. Last time, right into triceps. Press the hands down outside of the hips, bend the elbows, and push the arms to straight. Bend in, lengthen the elbow to the front edge of the mat, and push everything to straight. As you move your arms, can you pull inner thigh to inner thigh a little bit more? Can you bring the heels a little heavier onto the hips? Create your ball shape. Bend. And push, bend and hold, coordination. Curl up, chin to chest. Press arms and legs out to straight. Separate the feet, pull them back together. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Again, you push everything out, staying curled up. Open the legs, close the legs. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, push it out. Eyes on thighs, open, close, bend, and bend. One more time. Press it out, open, close, bend, and bend. Lower your head all the way down. Bring the arms by your sides. Frog. Separate the knees shoulder distance. Soft point of the toe. Inhale to press the legs away. Exhale, bend the knees, pull it right back in. Press away and pull right back in. Reach out long and pull everything in strong. Here's 2 more. It's an out. To come in for your last time, you're out. And in, short spine. Inhale, reach the legs away. Exhale, scoop the low abs to go up and over, reaching towards the back edge of the mat. Bend the knees towards the shoulders and roll your spine down, rolling the hips away from the heels, lengthening at the hamstring. Bend the knees to pull back down and press it out long. Exhale, pull everything up and over, bending the knees to roll and lengthen the tail away from the heel. Soften the neck. If you haven't done this one yet, or you haven't done this with me this month, look for the first one, but as you're moving and the legs are overhead, don't turn your head. Don't turn your head. When we go overhead like this, we're getting loaded flexion of the spine. So it is not so safe to turn the head. And when you're like this, we want to keep our noggin in the right spot. One more time. It's a press out long. Pull everything in strong. Use the upper powerhouse to stabilize you and roll everything down. Once you get to the bottom, you're pushing right out to your circles. Lift the legs up, separate the feet, press down and reconnect. Open, down, connect and lift. Pressing down through the heels, engaging the back line of the body. Your back line or your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, connecting all the way into the heels. Reverse that circle, down, out, around, and lift. Reach out longer through the legs. Oppose that length with the strength in your powerhouse. We're only going down as far as we can control for 3. Here's 2. One more time. You're down, around and up. Bend the knees to find your butterfly stretch. Soles of the feet together. You can hold on to the feet, hold on to the shins, whatever feels comfortable. Unfold your right leg out towards the right side of the room, anchoring the left hip into your mat. Right leg comes back in to meet the left, and we'll unfold the left leg, reaching out long, anchoring back into that right side. Left leg back in to meet the right. Feet down on the mat. You'll slide things all the way out to straight so we can do a 3-point turn and bring it over onto our back. Left arm goes up overhead. Bend the right knee, right foot on the mat. Right arm across the body to the left as we roll things over. Once you get down onto the mat, whoo! We're taking the arms back behind us. First we'll do flight, then we'll do pulling straps with the palms up to the ceiling. Push the marble away with your nose, lift the head, lift the chest. Once you're up, it's going to be a flip down of the palms to go a little higher. Then as we lower back down, you can flip the palms back up to the ceiling. Lift the head, lift the chest, reach the fingertips back. Palms flip down to lift higher, and we start to lower as the palms flip up. One more time. Lift and reach, pulling the abs in away from the mat, flipping the palms, lowering down as the palms flip back. Pulling straps 1. Turn the palms towards your hips. Make a little fist with your hand. Press the arms up towards the ceiling as you lift the head, lift the chest, and lower the arms, lower the chest, lower the head. Press the arms up and back as you lift, 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 and lower all the way down. One more time. Lengthen to lift up. And you're all the way down, pulling straps 2, arms out to T. Pull the arms into the hips, little lift of the head. Arms come back out to T as you lower your head. Pull straight into the hip, palm stays down, and reach it out to T. One more time, we're in. To go right back out, bend the elbows, hands under the shoulders, press back to resting position, hips towards the heels. Big inhale. And exhale, let it go. When you're ready to come out of your child's pose, we'll bring things forward. This is where you'll grab onto your 2 yoga blocks if you've got them. If you don't have them, you're just going to take a seat on the mat. We'll put the 2 yoga blocks right next to each other so we can create a little seat for us. You'll take a seat on those blocks, bringing the feet right in front of you, knees bent, and you'll start by reaching the arms in front of you for a half roll back, curling the pelvis under to roll back about halfway. You'll inhale there, and then exhale, rebuild the spine, take it right back up. Curl under, roll back halfway, inhale, and exhale, you're right back up. One more time, curl it back. And bring it right back up. Find your tall spine, pull inner thigh to inner thigh, and bring the arms down by your sides. You can make a fist if your fingertips whack the mat. Push the arms back, chest expansion, and pull the arms forward. Press back to open through the collarbone, create space from shoulder to shoulder, and bring it right back in. Push back, grow tall, and bring it right back home. One more time, push back, grow tall. And we're all the way in. Wrap your hands around your sides, short box round. Pull the belly button away from the forearms. Pull inner thigh to inner thigh. Press the heels into the mat. Curl back. Inhale and exhale to curl up and over, holding that C curve. It'll be little. We roll it back, keeping the feet pressing into the mat, keeping inner thighs pulling together. One more time. You curl it back. And bring it up, flat back. Rebuild the spine, sit tall, hand over hand behind the head. Pinch the sits bones together, perch right on top. So you just grew an inch, pull inner thighs together. It's a little hinge back to lift right back up. You see how small that is? Little hinge and lift. We've been doing this one down on the mat. The little lift of the hips up on the yoga blocks makes it just a little different. A little different. One more time. We grow tall, hinge it back. You're right back up into side to side, lifting up through the side body. We lift and reach towards the right, opening in that left side. You come right back up. It's a grow tall and take it left. to come back up. Side to side is all about stretching the side body. Now, can you keep inner thigh connected to inner thigh? Sits bones anchored down into those blocks. One more time to the right. And we're up one more time, up and left. To come all the way up, twist and reach, twist to the right. It's a little hinge back, inner thighs together to lift back up, twist it to the left, little hinge back, heels stay down to come up. Again, twist, flat back, hinge, and lift. Twist it left, hinge back, ooh, and lift one more time. Hold into the center line with the legs to the right, and we're up to the left, hinge, and lift. Climb a tree, lower the arms down. Take the right leg, you can bring the hands behind the hamstring. Sit up tall, shoulders right over the hips. 3 easy kicks. Kick and bend. Kick and bend. Kick to hold it there. Walk up your leg towards your ankle. Sit a little taller, reaching the crown of the head to the ceiling. Find your C curve, rounding towards the right knee. Little rock back on the hips, standing firmly into the left heel. Little rock forward. Rock back, press that left heel into the mat. Rock back, hold it there, plant your tree, a little walk down. 1, 2, 3, little. Up, up, up. Down, down, down. And we're up, up, up. Down, down, down. You're all the way up. Rock forward, find your figure 4, crossing your right ankle over your left knee. And you can just hold that figure 4 for an inhale and an exhale to switch sides. Right foot comes down, left side pulls in, hands behind the hamstring. Sit tall, 3 easy kicks. Kick and bend, kick and bend, kick and hold it there. Walk up the leg. Now sit a little taller, like you're lifting the head to the ceiling. Find your C curve, rounding towards that left leg. Little rock back, little pull forward, little rock, and a pull. Rock back to hold it there. Walk down the leg. 1, 2, 3, and we're up, up, up. Take it down, down, down. Woo! All the way up. Press firmly into the right heel, and you're all the way up. Rock forward. Find the figure 4. Left ankle over the right knee. You hold the figure 4. Inhale and exhale. Uncross the left ankle. Hands can come right outside of the hips. You're just going to boost the hips forward off of your yoga blocks and place those blocks off to the side. Roll all the way down onto your mat. We're doing a little bit more footwork. Pull the knees in over the belly button, finding your frog position. Heels together, toes apart. Just like how we did frog. We do it again. Inhale, push the legs out. Exhale, bend the knees, pull it right back in. Now, can you point the toes to reach out through the top of the foot and reach it to pull? Option to curl up, chin to chest, eyes into the abs. That's an option. You can do it for 3 and pull in. Here's 2. And one more time. You're out to come all the way in. Arches, legs glue together, wrap the toes, wrap the heels like you're a bird on a perch. Try and press straight out through the arch and pull right back in. Straight out to pull in. Again, option to curl up, chin to chest. Take these presses from right here. Imagine you're pushing me away with the feet as you press the legs to straight, curling over the arch. And you're out to pull in. Here's 4 more out. Glue those inner thighs together in. As you push out, you connect inner thigh to inner thigh for 2. And one more time. It's an out to come right back in. You can lower the head, heels, flex the feet, and you push out through the heels to lengthen. Bend the knees to come right back in. Keep gluing the legs together, pulling into your center line. Inner thigh to inner thigh. Inside edge of the knee to inside edge of the knee, and the inside edge of the foot to the other inside edge. So as you're pressing out, it should look like you have one leg from the side, out and in. Again, option to curl up if you'd like to. That's your choice. 3 and 2. One more time, you're gonna push out, stay out, single leg pumping. We take that right leg, you're gonna pull in and push out to meet the left. Pull it in, option to stay curled up. That's your choice if you wanna do it. In and out, 3 more, it's in, 2, push, here's 2, in and push, last time, in and push to the left side, bend and press, bend and push out on that center line, join the feet up. 4 more, in, 3, 2, and 1 more time, push it out, bend the knees, lower the head, take a moment. We'll find that same figure 4 stretch again, feet down onto the mat. Let's cross right ankle over the left knee. You can pick the left foot up and hug this shape into your chest. To get a little bit more, curl things up, pull that figure 4 stretch into you. And we'll switch sides, left foot down, and we switch it over. Right foot can come off of the mat, interlace the fingers behind the right leg to make it a little bigger. We curl up chin to chest, pulling that figure 4 in nice and close. We'll lower all the way back down. Right foot finds the mat, left foot finds the mat. Slide the legs to straight, keeping the arms by your sides. We'll roll up from right here, lifting the head, lifting the chest to come up, up, up. At the top, we'll cross the ankles as if we were about to sit crisscross applesauce. Use the hands, press into the feet, and you're all the way up to stand. I have my right crossed over my left, lift onto the toes, and you'll pivot to the left to uncross the feet. Step towards the center of your mat in your Pilates stance, standing pumping, one leg front. We take that right leg, you'll bring it in front of you into parallel. Exhale to float the right leg up. Inhale to press down and lengthen. Exhale, pull from the low abs, lift. Inhale to press right back down. Hips and shoulders stay squared off towards me or whatever you're facing. So for me, it's gonna be my camera and my wall right in front of me. Here's 3 more. It's a pull up from the low abs to lift and an inhale to press down for 2. And 1 more time. It's a lift and a press. Now lift that right side up. Can you lift onto your left toes? Let it be small. And just for 8, it's gonna be tricky. Here we go. Okay, we're lifted onto the left toes. We got this. Arms can go out to T to help you balance. It's going to be a little lower in lift of that right leg. Tap down and lift up. Tap and lift. Here's 6. Find the spot that you need to look at to balance because this is hard. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, oh my gosh, here we go. Last one. You're down, you lower the left heel, we pull that right foot in to meet the left. This is very hard to do. Balancing on one leg is tricky, lifting onto the heel is tricky, so you take it how you need to take it. Left foot slides out, hands can go at the hips, exhale to pull that left leg up, inhale to press it down, tap those toes, exhale, scoop and lift. Inhale, take it back out, lift. Reaching the crown of the head up to the ceiling, pulling the low abs down, in and up, 2. 1 more time, it's a lift and a lower. Now lift up through that left leg. Arms can go out to T to help find the balance. You lift onto the right toes. Now for little ones, can you tap and lift? Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Here we go. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, hard, hard, hard. One more time. Tap and lift. Lower the right heel, pull the left foot in to meet the right. Take a little shake of the shoulders. In our Pilates stance, you're sliding the right leg out, reaching towards the top corner of the mat. Hands can go to the hips. It'll be an exhale to pull that right leg up. Inhale to tap it right back down. One leg pumping side, lift. And press, lift. Just like to the front, we're growing tall through the crown of the head, anchoring down into the heel. 2. And 1 more time, you'll lift and lower. It's gonna sound crazy, but we can do it. Reach the arms out to T. Give me a little lift onto the left toes. You got it. Okay, now finding the balance. Can you lift up through the right leg? Little, just for 8. It's gonna be a little lift, lower. Whoo, it's tricky. Little lift, lower. And maybe you lower and lift through the heel, right? You can get onto both toes. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna keep working on that. Lower the left heel, pull the right side in to meet the left, slide that left leg out, single leg pumping. We pull that left leg up and press it right back down. Pull up and press down. We've gotten a lot better at the balancing in releve, so now it's time to really work that single side balance. Right when you thought you got really good at balancing, I'm like, and now we're gonna lift one leg and lift up onto the opposite heel and bring it up to press. Here's 2. One more time, lift and press. Okay, you can keep light pressure in the left toes. Reach the arms to T, pull up on that right side, pulling the heel away from the ground. Now, if you feel like you can float that left leg away from the ground, do it. If not, here we go, tapping the heel down to pull back up. Tap and lift. All of our weight is supported on that right leg. It's just that little movement in the left side. Tap and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right heel, pull that left side in. Bring the feet into parallel, hands at the hips, crossover pumps. Pick the right leg up. You'll go across the body to tap forward and outside of that left foot. And exhale as you pull right back up. Inhale, press down and across. Exhale to lift right back up. Keeping the hips and the shoulders squared off to whatever is right in front of you. It's a press and a lift. This one's tricky because we're crossing the center line to take it down and lift back up. Here's 3 and 2. One more time. It's down. You'll lift up and you'll hold it there. Lift up through the left toes and just hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the left heel, right foot comes down. Same thing on that left side. We float the left leg up, cross it over to the right and a little bit in front of that right foot. To exhale and lift back up. Cross it over, keeping the shoulders stacked right on top of the hips. What can happen here is that you want to kind of push the hips to the right and shift the body to the left. So try and keep everything square, right? We press down and lift. There's a concept I'm going to teach you right now. It's called keeping the box square. Your box is shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. So if I say square your box, that means point everything to me. Don't let your box get twisty. 3 more down and up. Here's 2. One more time. Down, up, and hold it. You got this. Lift onto the right toes. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right heel. Right foot comes down to meet the left. We're bringing ourselves towards the top edge of the mat to pick the right foot up. Cross it behind the left. Arms can go into a box. And again, we get to lower down onto our mat. Once you get there, you uncross the ankles and we'll spin towards the left edge of the mat. Mermaid. Right leg on top, left leg underneath. You can create a little bit of space between the knees. Wrap the right hand and reach the left. Side bend over towards the right side of your mat. Lift up, arms to T, and you'll slide away towards the left edge, reaching up through the right arm. Use the right side obliques, lift up and side bend it to reach. We're right back up and you slide away. 2 more to lift and stretch to the right. You're right back in and we're over to the left. Last time, we're up and over. And we slide it away. Bring it all the way back up. Teaser it around to take it to the other side. Left leg on top, pull the right hand to the top of the ankle, lifting the right arm. Side bend towards the left, arms to T, and you'll side bend towards the right. Use the left side oblique to bring you up, and you side bend it. Arms to T, and we slide away. And one more time, we're up to reach. Bring it over. We'll come all the way up. You can lower the arms. We'll do that same teaser transition to kick it around and face the front edge of the mat. Feet are going towards the front edge, legs glue together in the center line, hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards your butt. Little bend into the elbows to roll back and a press to push the spine tall. Little bend, curl and roll it back. And then press things up, little bend. And you're up. Now little bend, hold it there. Float the right leg up, little bend and little press. Little bend and a press. We've done this one before. Bend and press. One more time. It's a bend, a push, switch sides. Right foot down, left leg up. Bend and press. You got it. Bend and press. One more time. Bend and press. Right leg goes out to meet the left. Heels together. You're scooped under through the low abs. It's that same little bend and press. Bend and press. Just give it two more. Bend and press. One more time. Bend and press. Now hold it there. Bring the toes to eye level. Reach the right arm forward. Reach the left arm forward. Hold and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross at the ankles, bend the knees, feet come down to the mat, hands to your sides, and you push yourself all the way up to standing. Again, my right foot is on top, lift onto the toes and turn to the left to uncross at the ankles. Bring your feet into parallel, lift the arms up overhead, tuck chin to chest to dive up and over your invisible fence. Push down. We lift up about halfway, lifting from the abs, and press right back down. Lift halfway and press it down. Lift and press. One more time. Lift, press, and hold it there. Bend the elbows, pulling them tight to your sides, and push the arms to straight, holding your C curve. Hips right over the heels and shoulders just about in line with the hips. One more time. It's going to be a bend and a push. Rebuild the spine to come all the way back up to stand. Once you're up, hands behind the head, bring the feet into your Pilates stance, zip up on the center line, lift onto the toes, and press back down, strongly wrapping through the inner thighs, bolting the hips together. Lift and lower, lift, hold it here. Bend into the knees to slide down that wall behind you, and press right back up, inner thigh to inner thigh. Bend and lift. Two more. It's a bend and straighten for the last time. Bend and straighten. Lower the heels, lower the arms, and you're all finished with me. Hopefully you enjoyed this class. I know I did. Definitely had some challenges in there, but we'll keep working on it. If you want the class plan for this class, I will include the class plan down in the description. It's from a reformer and chair class that I taught, so I'll include that class plan and this mat class plan version. If you're not yet a YouTube member, please join us in the YouTube membership. We would love to have you. And remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I'll see you back here for our next class.